Hi everyone, we've got an A-star 15 mark integration by substitution question here, which is the last question on a paper. So it says use the substitution u is equal to 4 minus root h to show that that is the case. So first of all, we're going to write down our substitution, 4 minus root h, and then we're going to differentiate it with respect to h. So du by dh is going to equal minus a half times h to the power of minus a half. So we can think of that as du over dh is minus 1 over 2 times the square root of h. So all I've done there is just differentiate it. Now we're going to separate the variables. We're looking to replace the dh. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to times everything by minus 2 root h and times everything by dh. So when we're integrating now, we're going to have minus 2 root h du is the same as the integral of dh. So we've times by a minus 1, times by 2, and times by root h, which has brought all of this over to the left-hand side. And then we've times by dh, so that's gone over there. So our dh is going to be replaced now by minus 2 root h du. So let's do that first. So here's our integral. So the dh on the top has now been replaced by minus 2 root h du. Okay. So we've got our denominator now, which is 4 minus h. But if we root h rather, so we've got u is equal to 4 minus root h. So if we rearrange this to make root h the subject, then we have root h is equal to 4 minus u. So we're going to replace our root h with 4 minus u there in our denominator. So that's everything replaced now. No, not quite. We've got to replace our root h here in the numerator. So in the numerator, our root h, again, is going to be 4 minus u. So we've now got minus 2 times by 4 minus u du all over 4 minus open bracket 4 minus u, like so. So let's try and simplify this a little bit now. So in the numerator, minus 2 times 4 is going to be minus 8. And minus 2 times minus u is going to be plus 2u. Plus 2u. And then we've got 4 minus 4. So 4 minus 4, they cancel out. And a minus makes a plus. So we've just got a denominator there of that. So we've now got minus 8 plus minus 8 plus 2u over u, the integral of all that du. Now we can simplify that a little bit more. So let's just break that down now. So that is going to go to the integral of minus 8 over u plus 2 du. So when we break that down, think of it as minus 8 over u plus 2u over u. It goes to that. So now we can integrate this. So when we integrate this, this is now going to go to minus 2 ln modulus of u plus 2u plus c. So that's looking so far so good. So far so good. Okay, now let's substitute everything back in. Now, so remember that u is equal to 4 minus root h. So we've now got that this is equal to minus 8 times ln of the modulus of 4 minus root h plus 2 times, open brackets, 4 minus root h plus our c. And then starting to look quite promising now, as you can see. So now let's expand our bracket here. So 2 times 4 is going to be 8. And then we're going to have minus 2 root h add c. Now we're almost there. We can see that what we're looking for in the question is minus 8 ln mod 4 minus root h minus 2 root h add k. So what's happened is if we can reimagine those two constants coming together to produce a new constant, a rebranded constant that we're just going to call k. So now we actually have what we're after. So we've got minus 8 ln modulus of 4 minus root h minus 2 root h plus k. And that's it done as required. So that's quite a nice kind of 6 marks to start us off there. Okay, so we're ready for the next part of the question now. It says, a team of scientists is studying a species of slow-growing tree. The rate of change in height of a tree in this species is modeled by that differential equation, where h is the height in meters and t is the time measured in years after the tree is planted. Find, according to the model, the range of heights of trees in this species. So I think the inference here is that the tree is going to stop growing when dh by dt is equal to 0. Okay, so when the rate of change of the height is 0, that's when the tree is going to be no longer growing. So let's look at our expression. So we have got that dh by dt is equal to t to the 0.25 times by 4 minus root h all over 20. Now, as t is greater than 0, this expression is always going to be positive. So that is not going to be like having any negative effect on the tree growing. However, the only way that this whole expression can equal 0 is if the 4 minus root h is going to be 0. Okay, so what we need is for the tree to be growing, we need this condition to be true. We need 4 minus root h to be greater than 0. Because if that 4 minus root h is greater than 0, the tree will be growing. Okay, so let's just rearrange this then. So add root h over the other side. So 4 must be greater than root h. So 16 must be greater than h. So in other words, that means that the height has to be less than 16. So the conditions for the tree to be growing are that the height of the tree has to be less than 16, but it has to be greater than or equal to 0. Okay, so that's the range, that's a 0 there. That's the range of values for which the tree is going to be growing, and that's our answer to part B. Okay, now part C. It says one of these trees is 1 meter high when it is first planted. According to the model, calculate the time this tree would take to reach a height of 12 meters, giving your answer to 3 significant figures, 7 marks. So in essence now, we've got to solve this differential equation. So we have dh by dt is equal to t to the 0.25 times by 4 minus root h all over 20. So I'm going to divide everything by 4 minus root h. So I'm going to have separate the variables. So I'm going to get the integral of 1 over 4 minus root h dh is equal to the integral of t to the 0.25 over 20. Now this is the point at which you'll recognize that this is essentially identical to what we did in part A. So what the expectation here is that we're going to input the result from part A. So this can be rewritten as, when we integrate this, this becomes minus 8 ln modulus of 4 minus root h minus 2 root h is equal to, and when we integrate this other side, raise the power by 1 and divide by the new power. So that's going to become t to the 1.25 divided by 20 times by 1.25 add c. Now at this point, a common question is, people do wonder, should I add a constant to both sides of the equation because I've integrated both sides? And the answer is, if you did that, if you had a constant on both sides, you could just take the constant from the left hand side, put it over here, combine it with the constant on the right hand side. So it's not necessary to add a constant to both sides. You really do only need to add a constant to one side of the equation. Okay, that's fine. So I've just chosen to add it to the right over here. So that's looking pretty good. What else can we say? We could just say that this 20 times 1.25 is going to be 25, and we could think about 1.25 as 5 over 4. Let's just do that. So that is going to be 5 over 4, and that is going to be over 25. Add c. Everything else here is the same. So minus 8 ln modulus 4 minus root h minus 2 root h. Okay, so far so good. Now this is what we would call our general solution. Okay, so if I write here GS for general solution, and that's just a fancy name for when we don't know what the constant is. In order to work out what the constant is, we would need a boundary condition, and they've given us a boundary condition. They've told us that one of the trees was 1 meter high when it was first planted. So that means that when t is 0, h is 1. So we're going to sub in our boundary condition into our general solution to work out our particular solution. So we're going to have now minus 8 ln modulus of 4 minus root h, which is root 1, minus 2 times the root of 1 is equal to time is 0 over 25 plus c. So let's see what that gives us. That gives us minus 8 ln 4 take away 1 is 3, minus 2 times 1 is just 2, is equal to c. So we've got that our constant is now minus 8 ln 3 minus 2. So our what we call our particular solution now is minus 8 ln modulus 4 minus root h minus 2 root h is equal to t to the 5 over 4 over 25 minus 8 ln 3 minus 2. And that is our particular solution there. So we're almost done now. Quite a cumbersome looking kind of thing there. But we've got to try and use this to work out the height of a tree, how long it takes for a tree to reach 12 meters high. So there is our particular solution now. So if I write PS for particular solution, and we're just going to sub in h is 12 and solve for t now. So we now have minus 8 ln modulus of 4 minus root 12 minus 2 times root 12 is equal to t to the 5 over 4 over 25 minus 8 ln 3 minus 2. So let's just work this out then. So get the old calculator going. So minus 8 times by ln of 4 minus root 12. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to enter it into my calculator in stages. You can see I've got a really very old-fashioned calculator here. Okay, so we're going to have, let's work that out. Okay, I'm just going to write that bit down there because it doesn't want it as an exact value or anything. So I'm just going to say that that is 4.9905, let's say. 4.9905, okay. Minus 2 root 12, well, that's fine. Just leave that as 2 root 12. And then I'm going to add to this 8 ln 3. So 8 ln 3 and add 2. And then I'm going to times that whole thing by 25. And that will give me t to the 5 over 4. So let's do that then. So we've got our 4.99 there. We're going to take away 2 times by the square root of 12. Okay, so I've taken 8. I'm going to add 8 times by ln 3. So 8 times by ln 3, and I'm going to add 2 to it as well. Then I'm going to times that whole thing by 25. Okay, and that's giving me 221. So I've now got 221.279 is equal to t to the 5 over 4. Now to get this as t, I'm going to say I'm going to do 221.279 to the power of 4 over 5. That's because t to the power of 5 over 4 to the power of 4 over 5 is just going to give us t. So when we work that out, that's going to be t. So I'm going to put this whole thing to the power now of 4 over 5. So put that whole thing to the power of 4 over 5, and I'm finding that I'm getting 75.15. So that is 75.15. It says give your answer to 3 significant figures. So that is going to be 75.2, and this is years. 75.2 years is equal to t. And that is that question done. So really good question there for practicing, the skill of integration by substitution. 15 marks. Wow. That's good. That's a difference of a grade right there on that one question. So I hope you found that helpful. If you could remember to like and subscribe to my channel, that would be really hugely appreciated. And as always, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.